Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey, taking a look at one of my favorite vehicles of all time, which is the Mystery Machine. So, this is from the new Scoob movie, not the... There's a couple of different Mystery Machine designs out there, and I'm going to run through all of them that I have for you so you can make a comparison. But if you're looking for this one, you are looking for the Scoob movie with lights and sounds, Mystery Machine. I hadn't heard about this until I saw it on Instagram. Somebody posted a picture of it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And if this is what we're getting for a movie, I'm pretty excited by that. I think it looks good. Plus you've got the, can't remember that dude's name, but I always thought he was great. The Falcon or Blue Falcon or whatever it is. So, you know, this is the one we're reviewing right now. There has been some confusion because there is a bunch of them at Walmart right now. The doors don't open. This is a solid one-piece construction. It looks a little goofy from the front because the top tapers up. But you've got surfboards, you've got all sorts of electronic equipment up here. Your doors, like I said, don't open. If you push the front, you get that headlight action with some wolf howling, possibly some squealing. But just the fact that the Mystery Machine has headlights is just super pleasing to me. Now the back opens up, and it is kind of a trick to get open because there isn't really a way to grasp it. But you can see the inside is just a plastic hollow shell, and it is a pretty soft plastic. But I'm okay with it because this thing is so cheap. You give me lights, you give me headlights and a larger scale for 20 bucks. I'm excited about it. I'm all in. What I mean as larger scale, here is the other Mystery Machine that is at Walmart right now. I'm going to turn this guy to the side right here for a minute. This one is currently at Walmart on clearance shelves everywhere. I was able to pick this one up for $7. That's how cheap they are. I know some Walmarts have them for $12, some are for less. This thing folds down like so. And there's been several themes with Mystery Machines. It will either be, oh, the back is full of tech and high-tech, you know, crime-solving type stuff, or it'll be like just like a hippie hangout. This van goes with the hippie hangout theme. You've got a carpet in the back and you've got Scooby snacks everywhere. Personally, I'm not sure which I like better. I guess it depends on which version of Scooby Doo you're more into. This one has a flap to get your drivers in and out. And this is your scale of action figure that comes with these. There's a bunch of different versions of this type of build, but it gives you an idea. So the one with Fred in it is much smaller. And I will show you a quick comparison. I mean, you can get an idea of the size. This is a 6-inch scale Power Ranger. It's the Pink Ranger. She's a little bit petite. But you can see this van fits her scale. She can actually get in it. She could drive it. It looks fine. See what I'm saying? And this one is just a little too small. You can see that Fred here is, I believe, a 4-inch scale figure, 4 or 5. He's quite a bit smaller. And so, like, this works great for that scale, but this is just a lot bigger. And just hearing that there was a 6-inch scale Mystery Machine, definitely had to pick it up, especially for 20 bucks. And considering I got 27 in both of these, I mean, come on. You can't pass on that. Now this Mystery Machine is the more modern take on it. I'm going to set this one to the back for a minute because I'm going to make one more comparison here. Or maybe two more. This one's pretty cheap. It's got funny little plastic wheels. I already showed how it opens up. But it does make a serviceable Mystery Machine if you're looking for one. But it is not as good as the vintage one. Well, not totally vintage. I want to say they made this guy back in the 90s. Nope, 2000. 2000 Hanna-Barbera. This one has working doors. And the way the top hatch opens is it just pops open, and it's basically just a weird container back there. It has no aesthetics or anything like that to really speak of. But when you pop it off, oh my gosh, it looks like a vintage Corvair truck or something. I love it. Anyway, pop it closed and it turns back into its typical VW bus shape. The hinges are less intrusive and the shape is much more to the original Mystery Machine. So for my money, this was pretty much my favorite one of all time. Probably until this, because this also has the classic paint job. There's also several variants of paint jobs and decor on these. So when you're shopping for Mystery Machines, remember that they are not all created the same. This one is probably my favorite. This is a hard plastic. The tires are hard plastic. It's a much more durable design than the softer plastic that you see in a lot of the others. For a quick comparison on those, you can see, I mean, basically what kind of shapes you're looking at. This one's just more stylized and squishier as opposed to the old classic. And the old classic is actually pretty hard to find. But as good as the old classic, this guy right here, and every time I push this front nose, that's what makes that light up. I am just super thrilled with this. It is a little bit goofy shaped. The way it tapers in like that is a little odd. But yeah, not a lot to say about it because you just get the licensed sounds and you just get the rear doors. The bottom is what it is. Now I will go one thing real quick because I've heard a lot of people talking about what can we customize with this. I'm gonna have to customize it. How am I gonna make a turtle van out of this? Well, FYI, here is it compared to a vintage turtle van. I gotta stop hitting that. But yeah, there it is compared to a turtle van. The turtle van is much wider, much boxier. And they are exactly the same length, so I will give it that. But anyway, just as a size reference, if you wanted to make a turtle van out of it, you could probably do that. For my money, I'm thinking if I was going to customize one, I would have to customize it to make it look like a Ninja Turtles movie van from the 1990 movie, because they never made a vehicle of that. So I'd need to like rust this thing out with some white paint and some patina and all that stuff, and that would be my take on it. But if you're just looking for a really good Mystery Machine for a larger scale figure, this is going to be it. This thing rocks. And for 20 bucks, you cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. Comes with some, it has a nice blend of like crime solving gadgetry and screwing off aesthetics to it, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to recommend this thing wholeheartedly. I absolutely love the Mystery Machine, and just knowing that I can put 6-inch scale and it works with it. There isn't a ton of leg room in the cab, but you can still make it work. I've seen people having Deadpool drive this thing around already. Make a taco truck out of it, or just have yourself a nice ass Mystery Machine. Anyway, that's my story. Thank you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.